Riley Patterson sends this one down to the 5-yard line. Xavier Gibson out past the 20 and out of bounds at around the 29-yard line. Time now for tonight's journey, being brought to you by Hyundai. Career high in the first half for Flacco, second most by any quarterback in the first half this season. Mahomes 321 in week 7 for KC. And then you have a whole bunch of cloudiness and a malfunction, and you can't land at that airport tonight.
How about that's the highest scoring first half in the last 4 years
of any game.
Yeah.
From the 29-yard line, Jets with Hall to the 34. Now here's what you missed. It's now cleared up. 34 points scored, second most in a first half at home in the history of this team. Go back to the 1954 NFL Championship game. We got 35 against the Lions, well before the Super Bowl era even began. And of course they clinch a playoff spot with a win tonight, and also with a win tonight. And if they win next week in Cincinnati, and somehow Baltimore loses the next two against Miami and against Pittsburgh, both in Baltimore, they would win the North. From the 33-yard line, it's 2nd down and 6. Nice opening. Hall again down the sideline. He's having a nice night. So for him tonight, he's carried the ball a total of 7 times for 63 yards, and he has 33 receiving yards as well.
Nice job there on the right side of that offensive line, winning those one-on-one matchups. And then Owusu Korolomo got to the outside. It just opened up a nice vertical seam for Hall to get upfield again, a big gain. It's averaging about 9 yards a carry.
Exactly. 7 for 63. Give it to him again. Cuts it back. Nice moves. Picks up about 7 yards. It looked like he'd be stuffed behind the line of scrimmage, tackled there by D'Anthony Bell.
Watch him again. We saw him do this in the first half about how the play is designed to go to the right. He senses the defense overflowing. Bang. He immediately aborts it. He saw Darius Smith right in his face. He wasn't blocked, so he's able to cut back and get away from that traffic and show you the vision and that strength. That's what they want to see from him. Take that next level of showing that power that he can run with.
He gets a breather here. Hand the ball off this time to Abonaconte. You know, a lot of people don't know that much about Breece Hall. Jets don't play that much on national television. But you think about the fact when you saw him in college, he played at Iowa State with Brock Purdy.
Yeah. I mean, imagine what those two did together in Ames, Iowa. They took a program where they were really trying to build a winner, and they were a doormat in the Big 12, and they became a champion. And it had a lot to do with the ability of what he could do, catching the ball in the backfield, running the ball, and obviously what Brock Purdy can do, leading a team.
Back in the game, 3rd down and inches, and we have a
timeout. Jets, their first of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
So Aaron Rodgers, of course, is here tonight. Done for the season, obviously. He hoped to maybe get back by the end of the season.
Please reset the game clock to 12:24.
Frustrated there because you don't want to take a timeout in this situation when you don't have to, especially 3rd and inches. You're down by 17 points.
Yeah, down 17 every timeout. If you are able to put points up on the board here, you can get back into this game. You need those timeouts as you get into that 4th quarter. If they do cut into this lead and make this a close game, we'll remember with 12:24 to go in the 3rd that they wasted one.
3rd and inches, breaking a tackle in the backfield. There goes Hall again. He got away that time from Myles Garrett. Garrett coming across the line, but Hall, those moves, picks up a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Yeah, you imagine being Gibson and trying to make this block right here. That's a tough thing to do for a wide receiver, for anybody to try to do, but it's good to be 220 pounds as a running back and be able to pull out of the grasp there of Myles Garrett. And he's just a glider, isn't he? He is a beautiful runner.
Yeah, 5'9", 189. You don't want to see Garrett coming at you, do you?
No.
from the 31. Play action. Little dump off here. Ball. Short gain. We go to Kaylee.
Well, it feels like this offense was listening to my halftime interview with Robert Saleh, guys. The answer to every question I asked him was, we have got to play better. When I asked how his offense could find its rhythm again, or how his defense could slow down what Joe Flacco in Cleveland would do, that was his answer. We have got to play better, but this offense does look like it's making progress here.
Well, that could be the theme of the season.
Yeah, and tonight it doesn't change. The ball needs to be in the hands of the difference makers, which is Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson.
2nd and 9.
Go.
Fired over the middle, making the catch at the 10-yard line, Jason Brownlee, and he'll set up a first down and goal. Tackled there by Thornhill.
Well, this is a young, undrafted free agent at 6'2", 198 pounds out of Southern Miss that they have a lot of promise for what he can become. And this is how about going up against Denzel Ward, one of the top corners in the game, and it's soft coverage, man-to-man coverage. He's able to get to the inside, and that is a perfectly thrown football on time by Trevor Siemian.
Brownlee had a touchdown last week against the Commanders. First down and goal now. And stopped in his tracks this time. Couldn't get his footing that time. Was Hall. Bell is there for the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, they're rotating all 4 safeties with the injury still to Delpit. He's not available with that groin. So you're seeing Bell and Harmon when it's more about defending the run. And they'll rotate Thornhill and Ronnie Hickman in when they're expecting more of the pass.
Jets in the red zone, as you see, they get inside the 20. Not good. Dead last. Only get in about a third of the time.
Go.
Siemian throws incomplete. That's Gibson, the intended receiver, covered by Martin Emerson. So Hackett will send in the play against Jim Schwartz's defense on a 3rd down and goal.
And Myles Garrett again against Becton one-on-one. There's the bend we talk about when he goes to the outside. It's so tough on a big offensive lineman, let alone a guy 370 pounds to try to get down there as he gets that low and still impacts without the sack, still affects the quarterback.
3rd and goal. Siemian fires and not caught at the goal line. Wilson looked like he might have a chance to pull it in. Thornhill covering on the play. Rogers expresses his dismay. 4th and goal.
That's not a surprise that they tried to get this ball in, but you'll see Ronnie Hickman, 33, who's going to try to come over and help out. So you had outside leverage by the corner, Newsome, because he knew he had help from Hickman. That is a tight window for Trevor Siemian. It had to be a perfect throw to get that in there.
So now it's 4th down and goal. Looking over toward the bench. The play clock goes all the way down.
The layup game, offense. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's better than taking a timeout at this point. You've already got the field goal unit in, so it's going to cost you 5, but it's still pretty much a chip shot field goal.
Yeah, they only had 10 guys out on the field, so it's like Carter Warren ended up coming out to give them 11 after the penalty.
So a 31-yard attempt for Greg Zuerlein. His 12th season in the league. Thomas Morstead to hold.
Get up into the air. This is a low kick. Looked like he hit the ground as much as the football there.
He took a divot.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Shelby Harris, that's the 5th blocked kick of his career. Maybe the easiest one ever because that was low. Barely had to get off the ground, but 5 block kicks for that man.
This Jets defense had not allowed a 300-yard passer in the last 33 games. Pretty good odds that Joe Flacco will end that streak. He needs 4 yards.
I think he'll get him.
I think he will. I think he's got a shot here.
Maybe right here.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
not quite.
Denied. Denied.
David Bell makes the catch, stopped at the line of scrimmage. Kaylee, what you got?
Guys, the Browns tell me that Elijah Moore has now been ruled out of this game with a concussion after we saw him go face mask first into the dirt in the second quarter. That means, look at this. The Browns are down their top 2 wide receivers in Elijah Moore and Amari Cooper. A lot of productivity right there. You see Amari on the sideline, but again, because Elijah has been diagnosed with that concussion, we won't even see him back on the sidelines.
No, they're out, but right now you get a little toss here to the outside, and only getting a yard or 2 is Ford, and now the ball is out, and they are going to say that
Jordan Whitehead ripped that ball out of his hands.
Jordan Whitehead, who started the season with 3 interceptions on opening day, as he goes to the sideline, down goes Ford, and the question is now, was the touchdown when he had control? So all doesn't have to be challenged because all of the turnovers get reviewed, and they will take a peek at this, and the Jets are waiting on the sideline to see what's going to happen. On the field, it is ruled or called as a fumble. Now,
previous play is under further review.
Close.
Very close.
Very close.
That's why Terry McCauley makes the big bucks. He'll have to examine this one.
Yeah. Terry hasn't. We haven't heard from Terry in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, we need to get him a break.
I believe that rear end and the calf hit before it became loose. They reversed this to down by contact.
Quick review as well. Alex Kemp making the call rapidly. 3rd down and 9 now. Flacco goes back to work and cannot break the tackle and not pick up the first down. So David Bell made the catch. Tackle made there by Tony Adams, and that creates a punting situation.
Yeah, with the injury to Moore, and we talked about Cooper all night, him not playing tonight, you're going to see more of Goodwin and Bell. They're going to have to step up and make some plays.
So 4th down now. Matt Hawk, who they just signed because Corey Bajorquez, he's also hurt. So the place kicker and the punter both got hurt last week. New guys for both disciplines this week. And Hawk's kick is out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. That's where the Jets will take over, down by 17, a little less than 8 to play. Back in 30.
Sounds like y'all had a fun vacation.
Amazing.
Even the lovebirds let loose.
Dad.
Did Dad get a chance to chill?
Oh, yeah.
Guys, what about the magic?
So who had the most fun?
Me.
No one does fun like Carnival.
So the Jets get it back after a 3 and out. They remember they had a 1st and goal at the 6. Field goal got blocked. Now they have it again, down by 17. This drive starting at the 33-yard line. Simeon rolling, throwing, that's caught. Spinning, tackled at the 39-yard line. Xavier Gibson.
You've seen these defensive alerts pop up, and for people that are not familiar with it, the red orbs that are circled, that doesn't identify somebody that's automatically going to blitz. What it does is it gives you an idea, the fan at home, to see what the quarterback and the offensive line, what they think are the most immediate threats to attack the line of scrimmage and potentially blitz, whether it's against a run or the pass.
2nd down and 4 here, and that tackle is made in the backfield coming up to stop. It's Deron Harmon, owns 3 Super Bowl rings, is a member of 3 championship teams with New England. 3rd down.
He is a guy, you and I had him last year when he was with the Raiders, so he has bounced around, and because of the injuries that they've sustained on the back end, they picked up a veteran, and man, he's got plays with clean eyes, as you saw right there with that quick reaction.
We're going to be hearing that all night.
Yeah, there's the culprit right there.
There you go. Call the gendarmes. 3rd and 6. That's caught. Can he get the first? Yes, he can. It's Nick Bawden. playing the fullback role. He's the guy, of course, who last week was going to lose his job. They threw him back onto the practice squad because they were going to activate Aaron Rodgers. It turned out to be just fine for him.
Yeah, and a really good call just to get the ball out quickly. The defense does not adjust. It kind of lulled him to sleep because Bowden just hadn't been out there getting very many opportunities. That time on a third down, a critical third down, he slips out into that left flat, and the corner had slipped inside. So nice, easy, quick throw.
Rodgers said he wanted to make sure that Bowden was taken care of. They activated him, doesn't lose any money. Breece Hall is right there. Gain of 2, it'll be 2nd down and 8. So you've got Simeon 15 of 21, 165.
The tough thing in getting the yards downfield is the rush gets in so quickly. Puts a lot of pressure on the receivers and the tight ends to be able to win against man coverage and get downfield. So it's a lot of quick throws.
Through the middle. Nice run, man. I tell you, Breece Hall, not a lot of space there, but just takes people with him.
You asked me in the open, what do you see for the future? And everybody's excited and embracing for Aaron Rodgers to come back, hopefully healthy. But we talked about the pieces he'll have around him. And I think people start to see, after the ACL his rookie year, what Breece Hall can become as a runner and a receiver, and what Garrett Wilson. And that gives them 2 legitimate young pieces that can really flash within this offense.
Yeah, he's almost half the team total tonight. 3rd down and inches. And keeper should be enough. Simeon unaided. 1st down. Helped up by Garrett. Kaylee.
Well, guys, as you were talking about those pieces the Jets have in place, Breece Hall told me every week he's got confidence that he's the best player on the field, and he appreciates that Garrett Wilson has the same approach. So these guys are challenging each other at every opportunity. Like when Wilson makes a catch, Hall will be there to say, you could have made the next guy miss and scored. And when Hall has a big run, Wilson will tell him, you could have cut back and scored. Hall says they are always hyping each other up, and that's why they go so hard.
Yeah, if they're going to turn it around, those 2 are key pieces, obviously, in a flag. Against the Jets.
All start. Offense number 19. A 5-yard penalty.
That's Irvin Charles, who's barely played tonight. And they'll take him out right off the bat.
And again, the red orbs to give you that alert. Time the AI all over that blitz, the threat. Again, it's not predicting who's going to blitz. It's just saying that's the most immediate threat that the quarterback should be aware of, and that time he ended up coming.
Yeah, so a little flinch there. That was just enough. 1st down and 15. To the outside. Nice move, but again, the field does him in. Jason Brownlee, not a lot of slipping and sliding tonight, but enough. Rain here yesterday, field's covered and all that, but the field's a little damp.
Yeah, he's going up against Denzel Ward, and I was really impressed when I talked with Jim Schwartz, and I don't know if I've ever heard him more excited about this defense and its potential despite all the injuries. And he said, Denzel Ward, in all the years I've been a coach, as an assistant head coach or a coordinator, he's the best corner that I've had. And I think that tells you it's kind of a big statement of his potential.
2nd down and 11. Simeon to the outside. Not caught there by Garrett Wilson. Had to lunge for it. Couldn't handle it. A second less than 3 minutes to play here in the 3rd.
And that time they've been doing this a lot. They showed man pre-snap and just trying to affect the mind there of the quarterback, Trevor Simeon, and they dropped to zone, and that time Thornhill almost got out underneath that route.
A lot of barking, a lot of noise, a lot of banging of the metal plate. 3rd and 11. Simeon has that knocked back to him by Zadarius Smith, who's had a quiet night until now. Feed me, he says.
We've seen Zadarius Smith on the offense's right. We've seen Myles Garrett on the left. We've seen that matchup, 95 against 77. Now it's 99 against 77, and he also is able to win, reacting quickly to the quarterback stepping up in the pocket. Two big sacks last week in Houston.